starts with understanding the organization. And people think I'm a little silly, but drawing a graph, getting the org chart, the organizational chart, I think is mission critical. You have to know where everybody fits. People will start companies and start organizations, and when I go mentor other companies, and they say, well, Billy Bob does, he helps out with this and they help out with that. But you physically create a chart with boxes and you put everybody's job that you have in the entire company. Once you put everybody's job in the entire company, all the way down to the lowest level of person on the company, all the way up to the top. And everybody then knows what job they have. Once they know what jobs they have, then they can row their oars in the same direction as everybody else. Until that, everybody's just helping people. And helping is good, but if you don't know what your role is, communication is extremely important. And knowing what your role is and what's expected of you is really, really important. And then the next thing, and you'll probably hear this term, it's sort of a newer term, KPIs, key performance indicators. I call them a little differently. I call them management by objectives. Here's the objectives, the analysis. So find out what it is that you're supposed to be doing that will gauge your work well. And if you're in collections, you want to look at your receivables chart. If you're in sales, you want to look at your sales chart. If you're in irrigation, you want to look at what are your gallons of water. So I think you saw the chart a little bit. We have some more copies of the charts. So these are made for irrigation technicians, and these are guys that have fourth grade education out of Mexico. And so education and analysis is not something they're accustomed to, but we determined that we want you as a technician to be cognizant and very conscientious about how much water you're supposed to use. So see, you're setting up a target now. This guy knows what he's supposed to be doing. So his target, this particular one, is Victor. So Victor knows his target for water is right here. And so we give him the budget, and then this is what he's been doing. So that's his key performance indicator. So, McLean's in sales. It doesn't matter, but you have to set up performance indicators. That's how systemization works. So first, I said an org chart is mission critical. You have to have an org chart. Then the next thing you want to set up is what are your responsibilities? What are your performance indicators? Or, like I said, management by objectives. And then standardizing. Standardizing is studying what the task is, documenting what that task is so you don't drift.
Yeah.
I use that term a lot, drift. Companies will drift off course and start doing something else. They say, this is what we're supposed to do. This is how we do this. This is how we do this function. And then 8 months later, 12 months later, they'll be drifted off and look at somebody else some other way. And then people will say, didn't we used to have a process for that?
Standard for it. Yeah.
Standard. So, we talk a lot about franchising, even though we're not a franchise company. Franchising by definition, franchising means you're selling to an investor, and the investor is running his business allied to the mothership. I refer a lot to us franchising, but the franchising is within one organization, and we're franchising each function and task. And saying, this is what you do, and this is how you do it. This binder here actually covers a lot of systemization. If you look through here, there's a lot in here. I mean, just the binder itself has an organizational function to it. Do you have any of these dossiers that are available?
Not a copy, but you can take that one because we have a second binder.
Well, I don't want to give the binders away, but we can.
We can take pictures of specific pages.
Sure. But this actually is just a dossier that describes our company and history.
And you need to have that to make sure that you're where you want to be.
Well,
right?
Not really. This is more so people understand the culture. That's important. That Lily's been with the organization only 3 or 4 months, but she gets the culture. She understands what we're about. She gets it, and these are some of the reasons because we have this information well put out. But here's an account manager training. So we spend the time to say, you're an account manager, this is your job. Here's the table of contents. You're going to understand what's going on and various things that you're going to do and supposed to do. Proactive approach. We have what we call a SLAP program. That's Scheduled Landscape Annual Program. So we call it SLAP. It's a nice little acronym, right? It's kind of fun. And our SLAP program says this is what we're going to do in January. This is what we're going to do in February, March. So it's just about time to create these systems.
Yeah.
So
documenting everything too.
In essence, I think that the answer to your question is most organizations they'll see a problem and they won't take the time to document how it's supposed to work and then standardize it. They'll just start doing it.
And then the problem won't get solved for
It will
the next
for
time.
a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And then in 4 weeks it will drift off. That word drift is what I tended to use.
It makes sense.
It'll drift every time. As soon as the champion of that idea stops applying energy, then it's like a light. It's like a light bulb. As soon as you take the energy away, the light bulb goes dark. And that happens. In the absence of light, there's darkness. So and light requires energy, whether it's sun, electricity, whatever. And I'm going way off here on a tangent.
You're drifting.
I'm drifting. Actually not, but it does take energy to keep these programs on focus, even if you do write them down. But documentation is mission critical in a training program.
Would you see that where the managerial influence comes in handy in trying to keep the systems organized and in effect?
Well, I think that is management, is keeping them in effect.
And you can't manage appropriately if you can't tell them exactly what your system is and what they're supposed to be doing. And that's where that chart comes in handy, where they have to have their responsibilities.
Yeah, they do, and they have to have a job description. I'm going to. I think you're on. There's a concept that I want to share with you. I'm sure this with you is the concept of problem solvers. You heard people probably say, "I'm a good problem solver," and people pat those people on the back. I'm a good problem solver. I really don't want any problem solvers. I want problem preventers.
Yeah.
And there's a big difference. There's a lot of people that will take problems and they'll solve them. And they'll solve it that time, and then nothing else will happen. Problem solvers, they're important people, and I don't mean to say I don't want any, but problem solvers are people that allow problems to happen and then solve them. Problem preventers, it's a whole different style of management. It is an entirely whole different style of management. The people that are problem preventers or the people that are problem solvers don't get it. It's hard to get them to cross the line.
So you don't think you could be both? It's either one or the other?
I think the problem preventers is a learned skill. I think you have to really focus on that. And it's not natural. It's very unnatural to prevent a problem that hasn't happened, or it hasn't happened in 6 months. We had an emergency call the other day, or actually, we didn't have it. I created it on a Sunday afternoon. I called our emergency system to see if it worked, and it did. I called and I said, this is Tom. I want to call our emergency person. I called the answering service, and we got a call back. It worked. But if I don't test those, or if somebody doesn't test those, then we're not going to prevent the problem. Then we're going to get an emergency call on some Sunday. Nobody's going to answer it. We're going to be in trouble on Monday, and we're going to be in damage control.
Yeah.
It's not a good place to be.
You have to be a problem solver, and you don't want to be there.
You don't want to be there. You got to figure out how to live in the problem prevention mode.
So do you have a system for problem preventing? Because you can't just say that. Like, you have to have a process in order to foresee those, don't you? Like, you don't have like magic abilities where you just see the future.
That's a great question. You solve as many problems as you can see, but you will not see them all. Guaranteed you won't see them all.
Yeah.
So when one comes up and you solve a problem, you solve that problem, and then you back off of that once it's solved, then you've got the damage control taken care of, and then you move into prevention. prevention mode. It's solved. We'll solve that on Monday. You solve it. Now everybody's taken care of. You go see the clients. You do all the damage control. You take care of the employees whose feelings was hurt or whatever that problem was. You solve it. And then you go in and say, and Willie's heard me say this a million times, we need to make sure this never happens for the history of time.
Yeah.
For the history of the world, this will never happen again. And Lily gets into this, geez, the history of the world? I have that much power? So the first thing you do is you solve the problem. So
And then you install the system for preventing that specific problem because you've learned from the mistake because you couldn't foresee it.
yeah, some things you can. About 40% of them or 30% of them you can learn. I mean, you can anticipate. Okay, we better fix this and get this ready and make it so not right? You know you got to do a training program. So we do a training program. We know that customers are going to walk up to crew leaders and start asking them questions. Okay, we'll solve that. We'll prevent that. We'll come up with a solution to deal with that. But there's a million of them. And we're going to know about 30 of them, maybe 40, and 30 or 40% of them. The other 70, you got to wait for them to happen. And over years, if you solve one, then next week you're going to have less. And then the next week you're going to have less. And the next week you're going to have less. So I think that's my answer is try to get in problem prevention mode.
I like that.
I think that will help.
Problem prevention, organizational chart with response learning.
Organizational charts first.
Yeah. So when you go to mentor other companies, you start from that point. And if you don't have one, like
I recommend it.
Yeah.
I don't do it for them. I just recommend it.
Because you don't know the company.
Well, no, it's not. It's not that I can find out quickly who does what, and I can do my own. But
They need it.
if I don't perform, their heart's not. So I don't know. So one other thing I want to say is in any landscape, there's only 3 things that are on that job. That's it. As a manager, there's only 3 items on that job. And everybody thinks, well, the job to me. I mean, I don't care what you select. There's equipment, there's labor, and there's material. That's it.
And you just manage those
You have to figure out how to manage those 3. If you can manage those 3, material, labor, and equipment, there's nothing else in the job. And I use the metaphor, I throw them all in a 5-gallon bucket, pump them all up, throw them out on the job, job's done. But, labor comes in all kinds of fashions. You've got to manage that. You've got to schedule that. So I said one more thing about 4 items ago. Be ruthlessly passionate about making sure that everybody in the organization plans the day before. You got to plan the day before. If they don't plan the day before, they're lost. My dad used to tell me, if you haven't planned your day by the time you wake up, go back to sleep, wake up at noon, plan the next day, and you'll be fine. Because that day's gone. And in a landscape operation, it is, if you have not planned your day before you wake up, that day's tough. Did you get your money's worth?
I think so. I definitely need to take notes now. Like it's all fresh in my head.
Ask her for that.
Can I get a copy of this?
You sure can.
Great. Thank you so much, Tom.
So